This video is sponsored in part by The High Ground by best-selling author Melinda Snodgrass. In the Solar League, those without choice seek the high ground. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Okay, so let's decide where we're going to go here. This was Therum. Zoom out from Therum. Now, alright, we got a metallic asteroid, heavy metal surveyed, very cool. And we'll zoom out. Okay, and that was this, but there's one more planet on the inside, it's Phasos, so let's go look at this. Small terrestrial with a trace of atmosphere, carbon dioxide, xenon, surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. Little of interest in this desolate world. Okie doke. Now, that was Gnosis. I don't believe we've been to Sparta. I know there's no real reason to do so other than your player is a completionist, and I tend to like to do every possible thing in a game. So as usual, we'll start at the outer system. This is Alsages. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metal. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Elohim Ranpera was caught with his frigate Tuneran grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Tuneran was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Very cool. We're going to survey this planet. Rare metal. Good. Okay, and then we'll check out this asteroid field. A lot of people still believe that asteroid belts are like the one displayed in like The Empire Strikes Back. You know, lots of rocks in close proximity, and they zoom around and smash into each other. No. The asteroids generally are like miles apart. Antamalka is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altea and Daedalus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Antamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, ripped apart by tidal forces, and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. We get a gas pocket. Very cool. Okay, and then we move in from the next, and we go to here, Altea, whichever it is. Altea, I'm going to go with Altea. Altea is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altea once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. I'm going to blame the Reapers. I've just decided that from now on, I'm going to blame the Reapers for anything bad that happens in the entire universe. Let's see. Oh, that would take us to Daedalus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, I guess we're landing. Daedalus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Daedalus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choking wind. Daedalus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Let's land. But anyway, for those of you who are about to ask if I'm going to go to every planet, yes. I'm going to go to every planet, and I'm taking Liara and Tali with me. And let me extend it. When I finally get to Mass Effect 2, yes, I'm going to be scanning every single planet. I may end up doing it off camera, but just so you know, I will be scanning all the planets. I just want to say, and I know it's for like the 19th or 20th time, that I am loving the look, the revamped look of this game. Oh, this has Thresher Maw written all over it. This does look familiar. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, the last thing I need is a Thresher Maw coming up underneath me. Whoa, hello. I don't think I'm actually making any progress with it. I'm gonna pop up over here. I openly admit I'm paranoid about Thresher Maws. Although I do like the fact that they're not going to, or at least they're very unlikely to, pop up underneath you. Okay, good. I got it. Whoa, don't want to run him over. No, wrong. Okay, come on. Cancel. Thank you. There we go. And these guys look better.
Alliance soldiers.
I mean,
Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Not better, but you know what I mean.
It appears these men were under the command of Admiral Kahoku. He will want to know what happened here.
Yes. Alright. And now I think we go here to the anomaly. I don't want to run over any corpses. But yeah, I'm paranoid when it comes to fighting Thresher moths, and I openly admit that I'm paranoid when fighting Thresher moths. So I apologize if I don't go in guns blazing. In the original version of the game, I would often have them just pop up underneath your Mako, and there's absolutely nothing you can do, and you die. And it got me a little, well, like I said, edgy on the subject. I will say driving the Mako is less boring now. Wah, boom. Right.
Heading to position.
Mummified Solarian. And he actually looks like a mummified Solarian. Recover artifact. Come on. ID tag. Captain Millen's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Could have been here for centuries. Okay, now let's go here. But you know, the driving missions for Mass Effect 1, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, you know, they got to do the planets and all that. Remember, I never really minded them. And the fact, but I do enjoy the fact that in Mass Effect 2, they basically would land you right outside the mission. And it just made sense because our shuttles flew here, you know. I mean, you know, why are we driving along the ground when we have shuttles that fly? You know what I mean? Just never made sense to me, but I went with it because the driving wasn't that bad. Crash probe. Electronic skill too low. Okay, well. Wait. I just thought of something. Let's go see if the electronic score is still too low. Yes. Too bad. Okay, that's alright. Alright, whoa, hold on. What do we got here? That may be where the anomaly was, but I'm thinking it might be like some sort of ore. So let's go check that out, and then we will probably go back to the Citadel. Lithium deposit. Survey mineral. Okay. That was easy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's just great. Alright. Yes. And we're going to return to the Citadel and see what's going on. Zoom out. We'll zoom out again. We'll zoom out yet again. Artemis Tau. Go back over to the Citadel real quick. This is yet another one of the things I plan on doing. I do intend to go back to the Citadel off and on because there's still ongoing missions on the Citadel. Basically, you've got to go, perform a mission, then go back to the Citadel in order to advance the mission that's on the Citadel. And it's just easier to do it in between, you know, like this, in between exterior missions. Now, as for the next story mission, I'm thinking that we're going to go to, I want to say Pharos, the colony that's one big Prothean ruin. I think that's Pharos. Okay, we're going to take the girls again.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Sorry, I had to adjust my headset.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Oh, it's Mikhailovich. Now,
Rear Admiral
here's the
Mihailovic,
thing.
5th Fleet.
Knowing that I am a Spectre on assignment from the Ambassador, this guy would not be doing this. He really wouldn't.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever.
Yet
they
more
got
racism.
them on our ship and you.
Captain Anderson made it clear to me that my assignment came from way up in the brass. They say jump, I say how high.
Remember that when I tell you to jump.
Go fuck
I
yourself.
don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet.
Yeah, this guy's
Wait
a
here.
dick.
I won't be long.
Now, in his defense,
Commander, I'm not happy.
he doesn't stay a dick.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship.
Maybe this isn't a
We're
proper
supposed
warship.
to find and kill the enemy fleet,
Maybe this
not
is
count
a
how many times that
specifically
garrison
a
goes to
ship
the
designed for
bathroom.
specific missions.
And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning.
Racism.
That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Well, apparently I don't have enough charm yet.
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned.
So at least he's
Good
willing
hunting,
to admit
Commander
that he
Shepard.
was wrong,
Make us proud.
which is a good thing.